passive income sounds like such a buzzword. Somebody even asked me today, do you want to use that term? But it's in my mind, it's magic. It's a
Yeah.
holy grail for freedom and control. And what I mean by that is a lot of professionals work, they perform a task or do something and they get paid for it. Maybe they get paid a high rate, but if you want to get paid again, you've got to perform a task again. Passive income is income that comes into you with little to none of your effort. There's effort on the front end, but when you've got money that's coming in every month, whether you sleep, vacation, work, or play with your kids, that starts to create a little bit of freedom. With that money, you can start eliminating some things in your working life that are either unpleasant or take up time that maybe takes away from your family. Maybe you can spend a little more time with your kids, a little more time with your spouse, travel to that place you weren't able to go to before. So I
Yeah.
equate passive income with freedom and control, which gives
Yeah.
us choice in our lives and we can live an abundant life.
Freedom, control, options, all the things that we thought going to medical school or going through whatever professional school you went to, you would have because
Right.
you would have money from that thing. Quickly, we realized that just what you said, if I don't keep doing this thing, I don't have money. And we
Right.
dig ourselves into a hole, many of us, with our nice things that you now have to keep doing your tasks or you can't pay for them, right?
Right.
When you bought the book, were you already investing? You said you had been reading for a while. Were you already doing investing at that time?
I probably had maybe one or two very small investments. My plan at the time was literally to pay off some things, some student debt. I must admit my student debt was much lower than what people have now. Paid off
Yeah.
my student debt, made sure that there was a good base because I didn't want my attention deficit and risk taking to affect my family. So I made sure there was a good buffer before I started really going for it. So probably pretty much a newbie at that time.
Okay, got it. Got it. And we talk about how doctors think to start out with. And I think we kind of cover that as we think that when we finish our residency, we finish our program, we come out wanting to do well in the world and not well by making money, but that is a part of it. But we
Right.
want to help people and contribute. And it turns out, it seems like that a lot of that gets eaten up, that wanting to do well for people gets eaten up by the system that we're in. Was that your experience?
That is what I found through, after all, I was in a little bit of a bubble. My life was awesome because I had passive income. And so as I did the research, there are a lot of unhappy folks. They're not in control. They're told to see more people for less time, less pay, that sort of thing. And so
Mhm,
while many might still have the money and some don't, nobody's ever going to
mhm.
feel sorry for doctors.
Yeah.
But still, some have less, some have more, but we don't have time. And time is so precious, we can't get it back. No man is
It's the
rich
only
enough to
thing we
buy
don't get
back.
back. That's
Right.
right,
So,
right.
so that's what's eating it. It's making a lot of professionals feel somewhat trapped in that they built this lifestyle. And boy, if they don't keep the gerbil wheel going, lifestyle is going to come crumbling down.
Yeah, yeah. And back to passive income, once you've made that investment, once you've changed your mindset that it is not just doing things that brings you money, you can do something and keep getting money after that.
Right.
And I think a lot of us think about intellectual property, and a lot of professionals think about inventing something and that kind of thing, where you can invent passive income in so many different ways. Tom has chosen real estate and has made quite a bit.